Hey guys, my name is Kirsten Blue Doxy, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about my internship that I completed at Logan River Academy, located in Logan, Utah. To start off, I wanted to tell you a little bit about Logan River Academy. It is a mental health clinic for teenagers, ages 13 through 18. It is also known as a treatment center. I specifically wanted an internship in Logan, Utah because me and my husband were already planning on moving there for him to finish school. And so this impacted the way that I researched internships and where to get one. So finding Logan River Academy was really a blessing for me after researching on the internet, after deciding that I for sure wanted a internship in Logan, Utah. I was able to begin narrowing down different opportunities that I might be able to take. So deciding if you care about your location that you do your internship, deciding if you want to do it online or in a specific place is very important to be able to help you narrow down where you want to do your internship. For some people, they just have a specific idea in mind and they don't care where it takes them. For others, they have a specific location and they make that work for them. So that is super important when it comes to finding an internship for you. I used a lot of different resources, which I would definitely recommend. I talked to people in my classes, friends. I used the internship office and recommendations from professors, and again, Google in order to research what was available to me here in Logan. After researching family and mental health services that could be found in Logan, I realized that a few places had already taken interns from BYUI in the past, and I researched those, I called them, and a lot of them were not taking interns for the time frame that I was wanting to do my internship, and so a lot of those just weren't options for me. But luckily Logan River Academy was hiring, and I was able to get in contact with a previous student who had done their internship here, who was able to answer some questions with me and just kind of help me decide whether I should do my internship here or not. So that was awesome for me. As far as what I did in my internship, since I was a female staff, I was assigned to help with the female students, while there are also male staff that help with the male students. So whether you're male or female, you can do this internship as long as you're cool with that. I helped girls manage emotions, follow schedules, and build relationships with their peers. These things are crucial to the program that they are in at Logan River Academy. Crisis resolution, teaching coping skills, and maintaining accountability were essential to my job. We use the Essence model at Logan River Academy to track the progress of our students. This helps us to prioritize creating and maintaining a safe environment. So the Essence model is just what's here on the screen. It's executive functioning, sensory, self-care, emotional regulation, navigating, communication, and empathy. So what we do there is we take the time throughout the shift to, I guess, score or rate or track how each of the girls is doing in these 7 areas. So we usually score them 1 to 5, 3 being like an average day for them, and that kind of reflects the students' efforts for that day, how things went good, how things went maybe not so good, and the girls are able to see how they are doing, which is kind of along with this, we also have the opportunity to do some really cool things with the students. Through the adventure learning program, we get to do a lot of things outdoors. Since being at Logan River Academy, I have hiked, I have painted in nature, paddle boarded, gone to parks, and fished with my girls, and it has been so much fun. I think that the adventure learning program here is optimal for the students to be able to get outside and try new things. A lot of these kids come from cities and have never fished and have never camped and have never gone rafting, and it's just really cool to be able to give them this opportunity to try new things and find new hobbies. One thing that I found was critical to my success at Logan River Academy was just getting to know the girls and being able to establish a sense of trust with them. So these pictures are kind of fundamental moments, I feel like, in my first month of working at Logan River Academy that helped me to build some stronger relationships with the girls. The first picture on the left is of some flowers that I had picked for one of my students. She loves nature, thrives on everything nature, and was having a really rough time. She was a newer student and wasn't taking very well to new staff like me. And so I was really trying to put an effort in being able to develop a relationship with her. And so I started picking her flowers whenever I went on walks, and our relationship kind of just began to develop more and more and more from those. And so that was something that was really cool with that specific girl. The second middle picture is of these pants that I own. I know it seems super random, but I put these pants on one day to go into my shift, and I just told my husband, I was like, I bet that wearing these pants gets at least one girl who hasn't talked to me before to talk to me today. And he was like, fingers crossed, you got this. And when I went to shift, I had over 5 girls end up talking to me that had never had an actual conversation with me before, and it was all because of these pants. And it was so great. And every time I wear these pants, we always have conversations, and it's just a great memory for me of being able to start building relationships with girls that wouldn't give me a chance beforehand. The third picture is just of me, goofy me. I went in for a shift and I was wearing a ball cap and a BYU Idaho t-shirt and some leggings and some chacos, and the girls looked at me and they were like, are you taking us camping? Because you kind of look like a camp leader. And I remember just dying of laughter because I thought it was so funny. And I was like, you know, I wasn't planning on it, but we can go. And they all refused and we all laughed, and it was funny. And so my point in showing you this is that these girls that I worked with, yes, there are big and more pivotal moments, I guess you could say, that contribute to building trusting relationships with them, but sometimes it is just the smallest things that can help build strong relationships with these girls. It's, you know, these moments after moments that they realize, like, this person is human, this person cares about me, they're taking an interest in me, and they are super important, and I've been able to see that. This is a really cool part for me because I feel like I have greatly benefited from my internship at Logan River Academy. I feel like one of the biggest ways I benefited was just being able to gain exposure to clinical work, medicine when it comes to mental illness and behavior, and the impact that holding these students accountable, the impact that has on their daily functioning. I feel like I was exposed to so many situations that I would have never been exposed to before. So many individuals that I would have never met had I not come here. And it was just a really great experience for me to be able to learn more about what mental illness and trauma does to an individual and how that impacts their daily functioning. Concerning what Logan River Academy benefited from having me as an employee, I feel like because of the classes I've taken as a marriage and family studies major, especially with having a clinical emphasis, I just had a background of learned principles and skills that the company was searching for. We are taught how to be people. We study people and we learn how to understand people and work with people, and that is very, very valuable in this area of Logan River Academy. Concerning connections to what I had learned at BYU Idaho in my major, the biggest connection I found was to my helping relationship class. There were bits and pieces from all my other classes that definitely helped me, but every week when I wrote my journals, I always came back to the helping relationship and the skills that I was able to use and see in action as I was talking with students that were going through hard things, as they were trying to process with me, and as they were just trying to use me as a resource. And I felt that because of this class I took, I was able to help them in a much greater way than I would have otherwise. Along with this, something I always remember is what Brother Galbraith taught in this class, which was your personality is your greatest helping skill. I really, really saw this manifest during my internship because there were girls from all different backgrounds, and there were girls that were more receptive to things that I did, things that I liked. They related to me better than other staff, and same with in the reverse. But I really feel like there are girls that I was able to help as a result of me having the personality that I have. And so I want to just say that being yourself and being creative and unique is super valued at Logan River Academy because of the variety of students that they have. And so there was a huge connection with this class that I found while I was doing my internship. As far as recommendations, I would definitely recommend this to anyone who is wanting to definitely work with youth, get some experience working with individuals who are going through the healing process, recovery. If you are interested in just kind of getting the feel for a treatment center and what it looks like for a company to kind of take in these teens with mental health struggles and trauma and a history of many, many different things, this is a really cool opportunity to be able to get exposure to that. But because of those things, I do have to warn that this job can be very, very stressful. And that's important to note because there is a potential for just highly emotional, intense situations that you have to deal with individually, and then you also have to help these girls deal with. But there's also the potential for physical harm. I was never harmed. No one ever physically hurt me, and none of my coworkers were ever physically hurt. That's more something that you see with the male students than the female students, but it is definitely it's a possibility. And so even though there are a lot of benefits and rewards to interning at Logan River Academy, you do need to know that there are some opportunities to be hurt or otherwise, I guess you could say, just aren't. So that is something to look out for. So how to make it happen? I just went to their website and I filled out an application like I was applying for a job. I submitted an application, a resume, and a cover letter. In my cover letter, I mentioned that I was seeking an internship opportunity, but was willing to stay longer than my internship requirement and work for longer, which I think definitely helped me. I think you need to make it very clear in your cover letter that you're interested in the job for internship purposes. Other than that, I would say just communicate. Reach out to the company. See what you can do for them. See what they can do for you. Make sure you guys, the things that you need, line up. Just be yourself. Like I said, Logan River Academy wants unique, hardworking individuals who are able to work with and help their clients effectively. If you think you can do this, then Logan River Academy may be a great place for you to learn, grow, and apply yourself.